Hello and welcome back to Kenagro online channel. I am your host Getrude Kiarie, and today's crop of focus, avocado. Now Kenya's avocado farming industry has grown from being just a simple small backyard crop to becoming one of Kenya's most important agricultural exports. Now, while avocado farming was first introduced in Kenya in the 1970s, it remained quite limited for a long time until the last 2 decades when it became expanded. Currently, Kenya stands as one of the largest producers and exporters of avocado, with production standing at over 500,000 metric tons annually and still growing. Now, what makes avocado farming in Kenya interesting and unique is the structure. Now, unlike most plantation systems experienced in other places, in Kenya, up to 70 to 80% of avocado production is by smallholder farmers, with most of them actually working with under 1 acre at a time. Now here in Kenya, avocado farming is spread out across various regions, including the Central Highlands, the Eastern Slopes, Mount Kenya, Rift Valley, among many others. But behind the success and growth of this particular crop, there is one question that remains. How is this particular crop managed at farm level? So today we are in Rift Valley region, in particular in Nakuru County, where we are visiting a farmer who has specified and specialized only with avocado farming. And we'll be keen to understand what the journey is and what the experience is in terms of taking care of their avocado and ensuring that they have the best yields. We'll also be speaking to our agronomist, who will be teaching us about all things crop management, from pest management, disease management, nutrition, and everything in between. So do stick around to the very end of this video and let's together learn about avocado farming. So as promised, we meet our avocado farmer of the day. Mkulima wetu wa leo, karibu sana.
Asante.
Thank you so much for having us on your farm, and welcome to Kenagro online channel.
Karibuni Nakuru.
Asante sana. Maybe before we go into avocado farming on your farm, tell us who are we with here today.
My name is Getrude Kiarie, a large-scale avocado farmer in Acre.
Fantastic. We're so glad to be here on your farm. Your farm is so beautiful. And I have quite a number of things that I want to learn from you, because we have noticed that most farmers locally are just on small scale. So I want to hear from the experience of large scale what it has been like. So maybe tell us, how long have you been doing this avocado farming for?
We have been doing this avocado for 6 years now. As of 2026, we are in our 7th year.
Fantastic. So when you say 6-7 years, you mean from the ground up? There were no trees?
No trees at all.
No trees at all. So you started from the ground up. And you started from the 200 acres.
Yeah, 200.
So you said go big or go home.
Yeah.
Go hard,
fantastic. Go home.
Go hard or go home.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So how much land do we have here, first of all?
Our avocado are sitting on a 200 acre piece of land now, with 50,000 trees.
So I want to hear from you. Since you started from the ground up, you just have land, 200 acres, and you have the vision for the avocado farm. So take us through that. First of all, how did you start?
We started with clearing land. We had trees on this particular piece of land. Then after that, we did our beds and on to purchasing seedlings from certified nurseries.
So that is
within Kenya.
So that is something that somebody has to be very careful about. Yeah. Certified seed suppliers.
Yes.
Fantastic. So maybe now that you said you have 200 acres with 50,000. How many varieties do we have in these 50,000 trees?
We have 2 varieties, but that is Hass and Fuete. But our main focus is Hass, and Fuete we use it for pollination.
Okay. So what is the ratio in the 50,000 trees? What is the ratio?
We do 7 Hass, 1 Fuete.
Okay. So for every 7 Hass trees there is 1 Fuete. Fantastic. So now that you mentioned you have 2 particular varieties, Hass and Fuete. What are the considerations that you made for you to settle on those 2? Like why? There are many varieties, so why those 2?
Hass is a good variety. It's easy to handle because it has a tough skin, as you can see.
Yes.
also yield-wise, it has good potential. As compared to Foete, it has a very soft skin. So in terms of handling, you'll end up having a lot of rejects, and you need to be very careful with it. But with Foete, it has a tough skin, so when you're handling it, it's easier, and we maintain the quality when you're harvesting.
Okay.
Also, the market prices. Has a good market price. It's high as compared to Foete, which is not as bad, but it's above, it's slightly higher.
So quality, market, and also shelf life, and how easy it is to take care of this particular variety. There has variety. Fantastic. So I'm interested to know, now that you mentioned about market, what is your main markets? Exportation for the most part?
Yeah, we export.
You export for the most part?
Yes.
Fantastic. So when we say you started with 200 acres and you decided on settling on only 2 varieties, maybe there's somebody who is trying to understand what considerations do you make. I may have land, but I don't know if avocado will work on my land. So maybe what kind of soil do you have here?
We have loam soil. Also, when you're starting an avocado orchard, you need to have a good water supply, because with time, as it grows, the water demand is high, and also it depends on feeding. You have to feed it, so you'll need water.
Okay. So production is highly dependent on feeding, which is related to how much water you're supplying to your orchard. Fantastic. So I'll be interested to go around the farm with you and see the 2 varieties and how they perform. So when you say that Foete is mainly for pollination, so you don't produce it for selling at any capacity, it's just for pollination?
We take the advantage of having it for pollination and also exporting.
Okay.
Though not large tonnage, but we export what we have. That is good, the good quality we export.
Okay. So what is the yield potential, say per hectare or per acre?
Per hectare, we do, as of now, as of 2026, we are at 25 tons per hectare. Yeah, for the house.
Fantastic. So something else I'm also interested in learning from you is, you said you started from the ground up 6-7 years ago. What was the first harvest? How long did it take for you to start harvesting?
It took us 2.5 years to our first harvest, and we started with 15 tons per hectare, and now it's increasing gradually.
Gradually it's grown as it's grown. So in, let's call it 4.5 years, you've grown from 15 all the way to 25 tons. That is amazing. So in the first 2.5 years where you're not harvesting, you're preparing for the first harvest, right? What are the things you're doing in between to make sure that your crop is healthy and it's going to give you optimum production?
We do a lot of feeding and a lot of pest control, which is that consider the market standards. And we also do some pruning. We do like 2 pruning to manage the height and the shape of the tree. Which is very important. You need to have it in a shape that you have some circulation, so that air circulation, so that you don't have a lot of pests. Pests around, so the controlling will be minimal.
Fantastic. And what about what is the optimum height, recommended optimum height?
2.5 meters.
For both varieties or just for the house? Both varieties. Okay. When it comes to yield potential in terms of quality and quantity, what are the factors that you consider that tell you that you have a good yield? Like if I look at this particular fruit, what are the things that make it a standard, by industry standards, that it's a good crop, it's a good yield? Okay.
In terms of industry standard, in terms of quality, we ensure we meet all the markets. That is, for example, the EU market standard. Each market has its own standard. So it's easier to ensure you meet all the market standards. And in terms of quantity, the market is between 15 tons to 30 tons.
Okay. What about a fruit? Like a fruit on its own, because I know you do selection as well. But even after you harvest, you select what you're actually going to take out to export. So what are you looking at in terms of the quality, size-wise, mass, and all that?
Yeah, in terms of size, it should be big size is between 12 to 20. That is the best size to have. And then we have the small size, that is 22 to 28. Below that is considered reject and cannot be exported. Also for size 22s to 28, it's a bit challenging to export. So best sizes to export is size 12 to 20.
So what I'm holding here, this is a size what?
Size 22, 24.
Yeah. So it's under the ideal size
for export.
Fantastic. So finally, I want to learn one last thing from you. What are your seasons here on your farm? Like, is your production year-round, or do you have a period between which you're in season?
For our farm, we technically have one season
Okay.
that runs from March to September.
So what are you doing in March? What are you doing in April? The different things in between now until September when you finish with the harvest.
So between March to September, we do harvesting.
Okay.
Because our tree have four stages of fruit. So when we start in March with the mature fruits, with time the fruits go maturing because we have 4 stages.
Okay.
So between maybe September to March
is when we prepare
the fruit for harvest.
You're preparing the fruit for harvest. Then when you start harvesting, it's
continuous to September.
Fantastic. This has been amazing, learning from you about your farm. Now I want to go around and see a bit more of your farm, maybe see the different, the 2 varieties that you've shown us, and also learn from our agronomist about crop management and what it takes for somebody to get to the point where they have a fruit like this, what they've been able to do. Thank you so much, Getrude, for having us here today.
You're welcome. Karibuni.
As promised, we're going to be engaging our agronomist of the day from here in this region, who will be taking us through the crop management of avocados, and in particular hygiene, agronomic practices and disease control. Karibu sana. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
We're so glad to have you today here on Kenagro Online.
Karibu.
Karibu sana. Yes. Tell us who you are, where we are, the regions you cover.
I'm Anthony Rono. I work with Kenagro. I'm the crop manager in charge of floriculture and also plantations west of Rift. I cover from Naivasha, Nakuru region, Eldoret, and also Kericho regions.
That is quite an expansive area that you cover.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. So other than, before we get into the crop of focus today, which is avocado, what other crops thrive in your region, and what other crops do you deal with?
Yeah, in Nakuru region, generally the biggest one is rose production in terms of floriculture. We have quite a number of farms doing rose production under protected greenhouses, and that's a big one. The next frontier now is avocado production. We have farms in Naivasha doing avocado. We have some in Nakuru. We have some in Eldoret. Some are coming up in Kericho region. We have some in Molo, and also up in Olkalau. People are doing avocado production.
So now, when you come now to avocado farming, which is what we are focusing on today, we are on a piece of land that is 200 acres, 50,000 trees strong.
Yeah.
So is large scale something that people are doing a lot here in terms of avocado? In the regions, what are the average number of acres that people are doing when it comes to large scale?
Yeah, people are now doing large scale production because that's when you will break even. If you do small area like 1 acre, 2 acres, you will not get the money. But if you do a bigger area, that's when it will break even nicely. The higher the number of plants you have, of course the higher the production because of the number of trees. Each plant has a production unit, so in terms of also the number of plants, then you expect higher yield.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the factors that you consider for anyone who is thinking, I want to do avocado farming? What are the factors that favor avocado farming? Yeah,
for you to do avocado farming, you have to consider your environment in terms of climatic conditions. Of course, the bigger one is availability of water and the good soil. That's the good deep agricultural soil, which is loam. And also you have to consider the pH of your soil. That's an important one. And also in terms of market accessibility, and also in terms of road accessibility. That's very important in avocado production.
So all these factors coming together, a farmer has to consider in order to have something that is worthwhile as far as avocado farming.
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. So now I want us to go through crop management, let us begin with agronomic practices before we even get to hygiene and disease management. When it comes to agronomic practices, what are these things that a farmer is supposed to be doing that make sure that the crop is healthy?
Yeah, one is when a farmer is deciding to do avocado production, you start everything from the nursery. So from the nursery, that's where you get the good seedlings, and of course you have to consider your variety. The variety that is being currently planted across the regions, or if people that like it because of the market value, is as variety. So from the nursery, of course, from the crafting all the way to production, some seedlings can stay up to a year, so that it comes to the field. That's when now the farmers can be able to pick them or buy them. And again, you have to consider a certified nursery by KFIS. So if the nursery is not certified, then it's not the right way to go. You have to get seedlings from certified nurseries.
Otherwise, you're just risking.
Yeah, you are risking, because once the crop is mature, then you realize you have a wrong variety. It becomes too costly to uproot and also to restart again.
Okay. So take us now to, you started at the nursery stage, from agronomic practices going upwards now. Like for the experience of this particular farmer, we've learned that the first 2.5 years is mainly just taking care of your crop. You've not started harvesting. So what are these things?
Yeah, from the nursery, you get your seedlings to the field. Of course, you have to do site selection. You have to do a proper land preparation. So everything starts from land preparation. You have to clear your bushes nicely. You have to plow your land to make it the soil to be good. Of course, you have to consider free draining soil. That's deep loam, or yeah, that's it. And then once you prepare your field, now you decide. Nowadays, people have to raise their beds. You raise the beds, you have to make the hips, and that will help with drainage. So as you bring your seedlings from the nursery, you have to consider proper land preparation, and the initial one is very important, because that's the decision that the crop will take in terms of growth. Yeah.
There's something you mentioned that I want you to maybe make more emphasis on, the importance of having a piece of land that has good drainage. Why is it important, especially for this particular crop?
Yeah, avocado is prone to root rot, which is Phytophthora infestans. So the moment the soil is not free draining, meaning the soil will hold water for quite some time. That will compromise on the roots, and it will just decay or rot. That's when you will lose your crop through Phytophthora.
Okay. So say now we've gotten our nurseries are ready. We've started. We already have a farm that is running now.
Yeah.
What is the day-to-day during the seasons? As the months go throughout the year, what are these agronomic practices that you are doing to make sure that the next harvest you're preparing for is going to be good?
Yeah, of course, after getting your crops, you have to make a decision on which type of distance you want to do your crops. You can do 5x5, you can do 5x6 meters, you can do 7x7, depending.
All round.
Yes, all round,
Okay.
depending on your plant density. After that, now you have to make the holes. Of course, the soil. And then you have to ensure that you have the right fertilizer for the crop to start with. You have to also to have organic manure, very important during the planting stages. And then once you plant your crop, now the journey starts. And once the crop is around almost a year or so, you do the pruning. Pruning is very important, because you try to maintain the structure of the crop. The moment you have more branches or more laterals in terms of pruning, you get more production. So if you leave your crop without proper pruning, you will not get yield at the end of the day. So that's very important. You have to do it, and yeah, that's a very important process. And along the year also, you have, when the crop is still young, you have to do irrigation. Very important. You have to do a weekly, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. And also in terms of fertilizer application, you have to do maybe once a month or once in 2 months.
Organic fertilizer?
Yes, organic fertilizers, and also the synthetic ones.
So you mentioned something about the pruning and the importance of creating a good structure. So we are looking at outwards, not upwards,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
we are looking to have
outwards.
a crop that is
Having a wider area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, fantastic. Now that we've covered about the agronomic practices, I want us to dive now into hygiene, because I understand that avocado farming, hygiene is just, you can't compromise on hygiene.
Yeah, hygiene is very important, and hygiene starts from the nursery. Remember, Phytophthora is an infection which starts from the nursery. So in terms of tools handling, in terms of hygiene, the way you sanitize your tools, the secateurs is very important. So it starts from the nursery, and I think that's when we have some products from KENAGRO that starts from that stage.
Now teach us about that.
Yeah, at the nurseries you need to use products, especially the menoflorates for the sanitizing. So for the tools that you use and also hand wash and cleaning, menoflorates plays a very big role at that stage. Yeah, and the farmers have to really adopt that if you really want to get a good crop at the nursery level. Otherwise there will be more diebacks, more losses at the nursery. So if somebody has started with 10,000, maybe he ends up lifting around 6,000. The losses are around 4,000, and basically because of hygiene.
So the mistakes that you pay for the mistakes that you don't take care of at the very beginning, when it comes now to later on.
Yes.
Ah, nice. Moving forward, after now we've taken care, you've made sure that you've used menoflorates in terms of when you about the different areas. Now what next?
Now in terms of hygiene at the nursery, remember the seedlings that comes to the farmer, if they were not handled nicely and they were not kept septic, the losses also comes back to the farmer. Once the farmer plants the crop, he will start seeing losses, despite that maybe the crop or the area itself does not have any phytophthora. But again, very important, before the farmer plants the crop, he has to do the soil test in terms of to know that which elements are in soil in terms of elements and also diseases. So at that stage the farmer will be able to know that maybe the soil has fusarium itself or it has phytophthora. So that is very important in terms of avocado production.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now once in the field, of course, in terms of hygiene, during the pruning process, the farmer has to ensure that after every pruning you spray or you do a paste of menoflorates just across the crops. You have to spray so that those wounds does not become diebacks. That's very important.
Okay.
And then also in terms of hygiene, of course, removing the diebacks in terms of dry wood, the farmer has to continually maintain the crop as he waits for the production to come.
So now, Rono, I want you to take us through disease management, especially this particular disease that you've mentioned.
Phytophthora.
Yes.
Infestans.
Let's talk about phytophthora.
Yeah, so the key diseases for avocados basically is Phytophthora infestans, and also we have anthracnose. So in terms of managing Phytophthora infestans, it starts on the day of planting. So during planting or immediately after making the holes, you make sure that you sanitize within the holes using our product, basically the Bathokill. Bathokill will help to kill the spores within the planting area. And then now after planting, you introduce our trichocard, which is Trichoderma spirillum, which will help to colonize or to take the diseases or the fungal infections within the hole.
So this is Bathokill right here. So how much do you put in terms of rates? How much do you put in the hole? Let's start at the hole.
So in terms of application, of course, we always urge the clients or our farmers to read the label. In terms of per hectare, you can do up to 2.5 liters. But because these are crops that you do a crop per crop, basically you have to use a more concentrated solution. So the farmers would make a solution and just pour within the root system or within the hole. That will help kill the spores within the planting oil. Yeah.
Okay. So that is at the beginning. Now, Phytophthora, I'm sure, manifests along the way. It may not be at the beginning, but it manifests at some point. First of all, what does it look like? How does somebody know that this is Phytophthora on their crop?
Yeah, once you plant your crop and the plant itself fails to take, it's like it has some standard crop, and you see some yellowing. Then it would be important to also verify if it is a disease like the Phytophthora. So you take the samples for analysis, and once you get the report, you will see that if it is not Phytophthora, it's something else, you treat. But if it is Phytophthora, then again you have to use the products that are registered for Phytophthora use. Yeah.
Hi, take us through that. How do we take care of Phytophthora, especially at the point? Because at this point we've talked about when the disease, when you're starting. Now a crop like this, the trees we have, and you notice that you have a Phytophthora infestation. How do you deal with it? These are adult, mature trees.
Yeah. So once you realize you have Phytophthora, but again you have to, as a standard procedure, you have a program for Phytophthora control, because that is a disease for avocado. So you will not run away from that one. So from day one, you have to consider using Trichoderma, and also you consider using Bathokill as a disinfectant. And again, you have to consider products like our stop dew to also help you in managing of Phytophthora. So stop dew, you apply it as a drench, and you put it in a cycle in your crop as a program. So stop dew will help to cure or to heal the wounds that are created by the disease Phytophthora itself. It is a rot. So all those wounds will be healed by using our product stop dew. Yeah.
I think at this point it's important that I mention that we do have an avocado farming spray program, which is basically a guide of which products you use at each stage of your farming, which you can be sure to find on a link down below. So other than stop dew, what else do you need in terms of combating Phytophthora?
Yeah, you also need our product, which is brilliant, ammonium phosphate. You also drench it. It helps to heal the wounds. Basically, phosphates control Phytophthora infestans. Yeah, that's very important. Yeah.
So the product you just mentioned using a product Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Tell us more about this product and what it does for your avocado all round.
Brilliant, you will drench it. You can drench it or you can spray it. So if you spray it, of course, at the end of the day, there are those wounds you have to create in the crop. It helps also, and if you drench it, it helps to heal the wounds of Phytophthora. That's the science behind it.
So is the application rate similar for both the drenching and for the direct spray?
Of course, it's not different, but again, you have to consider in terms of because this one you will apply maybe in terms of per hectare. So if you are doing per hectare, if you see in our label, we recommend that you use 40 mils in 20 liters or even up to 2 liters per hectare, depending on your crop density.
For both drenching and spraying.
Yeah. So if you are spraying, you use 40 mils in 20 liters. Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Also, we have the anthracnose, which is a disease for avocados, and you consider using products that we have, like Hyperion. Hyperion is copper-based fungicide, and you spray it. It helps to heal the wounds that are caused or the disease anthracnose. Yeah.
So for these two diseases, I'm interested to know what are the repercussions for somebody who chooses, like how much loss is one likely to experience in terms of percentage in the event that they don't take care of these two?
If you fail to take care of Phytophthora, definitely you will lose the crop.
So you can lose your entire yield.
You will lose the whole crop. The plant will dry off and it will die. So if you don't take good control of it, definitely you will lose the crop. Another thing is you will get small fruits, and your crop will be totally standard. It will grow yellow, it will get standard, it will be sickly, and meaning also if you wait it to give you the production itself in terms of yield, you will harvest almost nothing. Yeah. In terms of even the size of the fruits, because they consider the size of the fruit when you are taking it to the market. So in terms of yield, in terms of fruit size, it will be
it's most small, probably you're most probably going to end up with rejects.
Yes, and more fruit drops.
Okay. Yeah. So what you're saying is how it manifests is slowly by slowly the tree deteriorates and to the point that it's dried off and there's nothing left.
Correct.
Okay. So the key is first of all to take care of it very young from the very beginning. Don't wait until the problem has already manifested.
Correct.
Okay, fantastic. So other than that, is there anything else maybe you would like to add in terms of hygiene?
Yeah,
especially for post-harvest.
Yeah, in terms of hygiene, post-harvest, of course, after harvesting the fruits, it is good to apply menofluorines as a disinfectant, so that again it helps in terms of rotting, in terms of losses, in terms of post-harvest losses, it will help. And also at that stage also you can consider using pathokill as a single spray before harvesting, so that again you sanitize your plants or your fruits before harvesting. So when you are doing the harvesting also you make sure you the people who are harvesting disinfect their harvesting tools.
Okay. Finally, somebody has taken care of their crop, right? Agronomic practices, hygiene is on check, and diseases as well. What kind of average yield should they expect from a hectare or from an acre?
Yeah, of course, when the crop is around 5 to 6 years, you expect around 20 tons per hectare. But again, it depends on plant density. So the higher the density, of course, in terms of production, they say the higher the density, the lower the production. So it is a science, because I think again it's about the penetration of sunlight, the competition between the plants in terms of nutrients, in terms of sunlight. So again, it affects production. So basically, you would say like around 20 tons per hectare. But as the years progress, of course, definitely you go to 25, 30 to even. Yeah.
Say somebody who has 15-year-old trees.
At 15 years, I'm not maybe around 30 tons.
Finally, Bwana Rono, I am taking care of my trees, right hygiene, right disease management and everything. Do these trees have a lifespan? Or once I have my trees in the ground, I am in production for life?
Yeah, avocado lifespan can be long, up to forever, if you take care of it properly. From the day you do the planting, you do all the correct agronomical practices, you do proper fertilizer application, you do proper water application, you ensure you monitor your pH in terms of soil, in terms of pest and disease control. At the end of the day, your avocado will be there forever. But again, as the years go by, the crop becomes a bit old. But again, if you do the pruning, that there is the one that you do moderate and the one that you do it completely. You rejuvenate the whole crop again.
So it was about the completely.
Yes. Yeah,
How
that
do
one you just prune it completely. You just cut all the branches and leave the crop there. But again, you have to make sure that you are doing it in a period when the sun is not really so hot or the environment is not harsh, so that your crop does not dry. So it will rejuvenate back and you will have your production back.
So once I've done the total pruning, how long does it take for it to start producing again after it started rejuvenating?
In the next season you will be in production.
Yeah. So it will just keep growing but producing. It
will just grow the normal and then you get the branches. So the next season you will be in production.
Fantastic. There you have it. If you've considered doing avocado farming, you can be in production for decades and decades on end as long as you're doing the right things. Bwana Rono, thank you so much for taking us through this particular segment. Now we move on to a second agronomist who will be taking us through nutrition and pest management. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much, Mildred.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you for joining us at KILIMO Na KENAGRO for the avocado farming segment.
Karibu sana.
Tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay, thank you. My name is Regina Mburu. I'm an agronomist in KENAGRO, in charge of trials and trainings. And I'll be taking you through pest management in avocado, weed management, as well as nutrition. Karibuni sana. Yeah.
Fantastic. So let's get right into it. Before we start about the pest management, before you even start talking about the specific individual pests, when it comes to pests, at times how it manifests is not by seeing the actual insect or pest that you're dealing with. So what are the telltale signs that your avocado farm has a pest infestation?
Okay, thank you for that, Mildred. Number one thing, I would say you check on the weather. When you talk about pests, rarely will you find pests during wet seasons, especially in field crops. Mostly you'll find them in hot seasons. So when the weather changes, you should be on the lookout for pests. Another thing is scouting. You should do regular scouting, in that when you're having a new infestation, you're already aware and you're able to control it at the initial infestation levels. Those are the two critical things.
Okay, so maybe as we go pest by pest, you'll be able to tell us how do they manifest. Like when you look at there's a crop that you can look at and you'll not see the insect, but you'll know these are the effects of an insect, right?
Yeah.
So now let's get right into it, shall we? So let's get into the first pest that I'd like us to deal with today that has really been a menace in the recent past: passear mites.
Wow. When I talk about passear mite, I wouldn't say it's a new pest. It has been there in Mexico, and in Africa it was reported in Morocco for the first time in 2012, and in Kenya it was recently reported in Nakuru in 2023. So we've been having passear mites in Kenya confirmed by the regulatory bodies since 2023, and for sure it has been a problem for most farmers since most farmers have not been exposed to it, but through trainings and regular communication, they are getting to understand it. When we talk of passear mites, it falls in the category of the spider mites, but it majorly affects the avocados. So how it manifests, you will find it feeding on the underside of the leaves. It forms a circular patches if you check on the upper part, and the lower part where it is feeding, it forms a web. So anytime you check on the lower side of your leaf, you see necrotic patches and some webbings, you'll be sure you're having passear mites. For you to see them clearly, you would need a lens because they are microscopic. Yes.
So for passear mites, you need to know what to look out for, not seeing the actual insect.
Yes.
You're not going to be able to see it with your naked eyes.
Yeah, you would need a lens.
Tell us now about controlling it and how to go about making sure that an infestation does not go to the extent that now you're looking at losses in large magnitudes.
Okay. In the management of passear mites, number one, I would say, especially if you are looking forward to avocado export, you need to use registered products by PCPB, and products with spirodiclofen, an example is Speedo, would go a long way for you. And a standalone product would not be effective, and you would need a combo. An example would be a combination of Speedo, which is spirodiclofen, together with an organosilicon, that is golden leaf, and microfat. Microfat is a biostimulant. It helps in recovery process.
So before we even go into why we are doing this, or before we go into why we are doing this cocktail, why is it important to have a cocktail of different products that serve different purposes as opposed to just doing a standalone product?
The reason why you need a combo, it's to target the different stages of that specific pest. We have eggs, we have the larva or the nymph, and we also have the adults. So you will need something like golden leaf. You come in with an organosilicon, it is a suffocant. It will target the live pest. When you come in with the spirodiclofen, it's an IGR. It will cut across the nymph stage or the larval stage as well as the eggs. When you talk of microfat coming in, microfat is a biostimulant. It has manganese. Manganese helps in recovery in the crop. It also has titanium. Titanium, it helps the crop adjust or respond to stress. And also, it has a product we call chitosan. It also helps the crop adjust to stress. Yeah.
So hence the need for the cocktail, to make sure that you are attacking different stages.
Yes.
So with that cocktail, you don't need to come back every single time. You have done different stages and you've covered all of them at the same time.
Yes, but I would say you need to check on the label information to confirm that you need, and also your scouting report to see the need for another application. Because what happens with passear mites, it causes the tree to shed off the leaves.
Okay.
Yeah. So with microfat coming in the picture, it helps even in rejuvenation and development of new leaves.
So when you talk about reapplication, what intervals are we looking at?
Probably with the spirodiclofen, because it's an IGR, you can come in between 14 to 21 days, depending on your scouting report, to necessitate that you need another application.
So since you've said 14 to 21 days,
yes,
what is to tell me that at 14 days I need to go ahead with the spray as opposed to waiting at the 21 day mark?
Regular scouting. Regular scouting means crop monitoring at the set intervals. You can decide that you will be checking your crops twice a week. That will inform whether there was an efficacy of the product or you would need another application.
Okay. Hi, we have dealt with passear mites. Let's go to the next pest, FCM. Tell us about the false codling moth and how to deal with it.
FCM, I would say, it's a pest that it's a polyphagous pest. Polyphagous meaning it feeds across many crops, and amongst them is avocado. And recently we've seen FCM becoming a serious problem for the people who are exporting. It is a regulated pest in EU. So avocado farmers need to be very careful with the approach on FCM. It has 4 life stages, namely it has the egg, it has the larva, it has the pupa, and it has the adult. Of all these stages, the larva is the most destructive stage. And if you have to control it, we recommend you control at the adult stage. And this means coming in with a trap, an FCM specific trap. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you hang it in the tree, on the trees, at a rate of at least 4 traps per hectare.
Before we move on,
Yes.
what about the larval stage makes it difficult to control?
Well, the larval stage is a bit difficult to control because while laying the egg, the adult, you might not be able to identify the egg because it lays the egg on the fruit,
Okay.
and its nature, it's clear. Yeah,
okay.
it's clear and flat, so you might miss it. So it's difficult to see the egg, but you can come in with a spray, an ovicide, to halt the eggs. Once the egg hatches, it burrows in the fruit. It feeds from inside, and it only makes a single hole. Unlike other caterpillars that eat from inside and come and leaves the frass outside, the
So
FCM,
once it's in,
it's
in.
in. It will only come out as it pupates.
Okay.
Yes, so you will need a translaminar product, a product that is able to penetrate into the leaf so that to get to the larva. And in this case, the damage has already occurred. And you will end up even losing the avocado. And if you are not able to identify the FCM damage and the FCM larva inside while grading at the post-harvest, if it gets to the airport or to your market, the EU market, it gets rejected. Yes.
So now tell us the best time to control it and how.
Well, we recommend that you target the adult. And in the adult, we are targeting the male using the FCM specific lures.
Okay.
Yes. Basically what this means is you hang your traps, a minimum of 4 traps per hectare for monitoring, and you can do as much as you want for mass trapping, especially at the periphery of your farm. Yeah, inside you can do 4 per hectare for monitoring, outside mass trapping. Yes, how the lure works. It is simply a trap with a lure that attracts the male.
So at Kenagro Suppliers Limited, we have our solution for FCM. Talk to us about it.
Well, when it comes to Kenagro Suppliers, you can hold this one for me. When it comes to Kenagro Suppliers solutions for FCM, we first recommend you target the adult. By targeting the adult, it means you will come in with a delta trap. We have this one, it's called a delta trap. It is simply a trap that is specific for FCM. You need to have the casing, you need to have a sticky card inside, and it needs to have a lure. Yeah.
Okay.
This one, it has the female lure. It attracts the male moths.
Okay.
In that, when the female, even if it lays eggs, they will not be able to hatch.
Fantastic.
Yes. So you need these ones, 4 of them per hectare for monitoring. In case you want to do mass trapping, you can have as many as you want at the periphery of your farm. Yes.
But the 4 is a minimum recommended?
Yes, minimum recommended.
Okay.
Yeah, in case you realize that you're having a lot of larvas or the eggs have already hatched, you can come in with products like Kiwavi. It is chlorantraniliprole plus chlorophenapel. You can also come in with other products that like Emaron. It is lufenuron plus emamectin benzoate. And you can even come in with other products like Fenari. They all target the larval stage, and they are effective. Between 1 to 3 days, you're able to see the results.
Fantastic. Yes. Okay. So other than that, is there anything else we need for the FCM control?
Well, for FCM control, because it's a nocturnal pest, you need to include cultural practices, including keeping your farm clean, because they hide in debris and in weed. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Hi. Now that we have spoken about the first 2 products, let's move on to the first 2 pests.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the third pest.
Okay.
Fruit flies.
Wow. This one, you will be surprised about fruit fly. You know, fruit fly, it's something you even have in your house. Yeah, but when it comes to avocado, it becomes
So it's the normal fruit fly.
Yes, that one you have when you're having aging fruits or decaying
they're
fruits.
just all over your grocery area.
Exactly. That's what we call fruit fly. But in avocado, there are 2 main species that are key: Bactoceras and ceratitis. Yes. These ones, they are regulated also. And then the reason why they are regulated is because some countries don't have it, especially the countries we export to. How to identify Bactocera? It has a T shape at the abdomen. Yes, you will be able to see a T shape at the abdomen, and the wings, they are black and thin.
So unlike the first two pests, this one you can see it. You
You
know
can
you're
see it.
seeing what you're dealing with.
Yes. And for ceratitis, the wings, they have a lot of colors. They have black, green, and yellow. You are able to see. And I would say, funny enough about fruit fly is how it lays the eggs. Unlike others that lay on the surface of the fruit, for fruit fly, it does something we call ovipositioning. Ovipositioning means it is able, using its abdomen, it is able to pierce the fruit. It lays the egg inside the fruit, and then it pierces up, and the sap covers. So you can be spraying, but you cannot be able to access.
Because
It's already inside.
Hidden
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay.
That's the egg. The larva, the life cycle of the larva, it is now inside the fruit. And it targets the fruits that are nearly maturing. Because of production of ethylene, it attracts them. Once it hatches, it now starts feeding in the inside, and it causes rotting and early fruit drop. Yes. Now, when it comes to that, the stages that you have to manage in fruit fly, it is basically the fly itself. And now here comes in the traps. In Kenagro, we have a product called fruit fly attractant. Yes. This one, this is the casing for the fruit fly attractant. You basically put here 50 to 100 ml, 50 to 100 ml of the fruit fly attractant. And the fruit fly attractant is this one. This is what you put, 50 to 100 ml in this bottle. Then you can see it's very user friendly. You hang it in your trees. You can have at least 4 and up to 10. Once you hang it, it is able to attract. It is able to attract the fly. The fly will come in here, and then it is trapped in here. And because it has an insecticide, it dies. It's not even able to come out again. Then again, another surprising thing about the fruit fly attractant, you can spray it on your ridges around the crop at the rate of 1 liter per hectare. If you will find this one not so friendly for you, you can spray. And then another thing to control that, it's cultural practice. You need to pick all the rotten fruits in your farm. Yeah, sanitation
so
is
anything
very key.
that has dropped down, you don't just say it's going to decompose on its own. You need to move it.
Yes, simply because ripening fruits, they produce something we call ethylene. And ethylene is an alcohol, and that is what attracts the fruit fly. Yes. So, and basically this lure, what it has alcohol contents, including ethylene, that attracts the fruit fly. Yes.
Fantastic. So if you don't pick up the fruits that have dropped, they'll end up costing you the fruits that are still on your trees.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So let's move on to the next pest, the scales.
Okay. Scale is also an interesting pest in avocados. It majorly attacks the stem, the leaves, and rarely on the fruits you'll find it, but on the leaves it will cause damage that will affect the ability of the leaves to photosynthesize. Yes, and when it comes to scale, we have the soft-bodied and the armored scales. For the soft-bodied, you'll find them more in round shape, and the armored you'll find them maybe in heart shape. Yes, and how they affect the crop, they suck the sap in the leaves or on the stems, and then they release toxic saliva, causing necrotic patches. Necrotic means dying. Necrotic patches, and also they release honeydew. So the honeydew will cover the leaves. The leaf will not be able to photosynthesize. Yes.
So that's like a triple threat. So it has the product, what it's producing. So it produces
Honeydew.
Yes. It's also sucking.
Yes.
And it's also
it releases toxic saliva. Yes.
How do you control it?
Well, for sucking pests, you may need an IGR or a systemic product. We have one in Kenagro, Mili 310DC. This is amongst our newest products. Yeah, it is an acetamiprid plus pyriproxyfen. Pyriproxyfen is an IGR, and acetamiprid will take care of the systemic product. Yes.
At what rate?
At the rate of 0.75 mLs per hectare, you'll get excellent results.
And also there is mosquito bugs.
Yes, mosquito bugs.
You also take care of them in the same way?
Yes, you'll take care of them in the same way. And amazingly about mosquito bugs, most farmers have not been able to understand mosquito bugs. And often they confuse it, the damages of mosquito bug, between FCM damage and fruit fly damage. They confuse the three of them. But for mosquito bug, it is more of a punch or a patch, I would say, usually circular in shape. It attacks the flowers, young leaves, and the early stages of the fruit. And amazingly, it attacks in cold seasons or early in the morning as early as 6. Yes. So it comes, punctures the fruit or the leaf with the mouth part. It sucks the sap and releases toxic saliva, leaving a patch. As the fruit or the leaves grows, the patch becomes, it limits the quality of that fruit. It cannot be exported. So you need to control it using Mili. Also, it will take care of that, Mili 310DC, but you need to control at the early stages of fruit setting. Yes. And how to distinguish fruit fly? The damage of a fruit fly on the fruit, it is like a star shape with white exudes. The damage of FCM, it's a tunnel, a feeding tunnel with white exudates with an entry and an exit hole. The damage of mosquito bug, it is a circular puncture. Yes.
So for anyone who needs to know what the difference between the three is, that's right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So other than that, is there any pest that you have left?
Yes, I would like to highlight on thrips. Although not a very major pest, but it affects avocados. So how we go about thrips? Thrips, they are slender like insects, and they are moved by wind or by people. And they affect young leaves and the fruit at early stages. On the fruit, it will cause silvery marks, early stages, but as the fruit advances or grows, it becomes a brown scar. So you need to control it at the early stages, and because Mili has acetamiprid in it, it will take care of that.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Now that we have covered pest management, we've talked about quite a number of pests and how to take care of them. I'd like us to now discuss the nutrition of avocados, because in as much as disease management, pest management is important, nutrition is also important in terms of ensuring that you boost your crop.
Yes.
So as far as Kenagro Suppliers Limited products are concerned, take us through what you need for your avocado farming journey.
Well, besides the base of fertilizer applications, you will need to supplement your trees with foliar applications, because avocado is a heavy feeder, and for you to get good results, you need to support it. Now, in Kenagro, we have foliar fertilizers. We call them specialty products. During vegetative phase, after you've done harvesting the fruits, you can come in with a product called Faida SC, that is NPK 24-24-18 plus trace elements. That will support vegetative growth. You can do at a rate of 1 liter per hectare, and you're good to go. As you advance, as you enter into the flowering season, you will need a lot of boron and zinc to support flowering and fruiting. We have a product called Faida Boro Zinc. It has 22% boron and 7% zinc. So it will come in handy. And as you advance, you need to strengthen the cell wall of your fruit to help it protect it from diseases and some of the pests. As the fruit grows, you will need to come in with something that will help strengthen the cell walls and lignification. In this case, you'll need calcium and high level calcium, and in this case we have a super product called Carbozinc. It has 56% calcium. You come with it, it supports the fruiting. Yes, yeah. At the advanced stages of the fruit.
Fantastic. So we've covered nutrition and pests.
Yes.
So once you've taken care of the diseases as we were advised by Mr. Rono, then we take care of the pests as you advised us, then you also make sure that nutrition is top notch. You are good to go as far as your crop is concerned. But it would be a disservice if we covered all of that and left without talking about weeds control in avocado farming.
Yes, exactly.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, weed management is very important in any and every orchard, because if you have a lot of weed in your farm, number one, they compete for water and nutrients. Number two, they act as alternative host for pests and diseases.
Okay. So they harbor these things that we're trying to take care of.
Exactly.
The diseases.
Exactly.
Okay.
So management is very critical. And as we approach weed management, we will look at it in two ways. On the ridges, you need to do weed management, you need to control. But along the pathway, you can leave the grasses to take care of erosion and water retention. When it comes to weed management on the ridges, you will need a product that is not selective. And in this case, you can come in with a salt like glufosinate ammonia, which we have in Kenagro called Gugusta. It takes care of broadleaves and annual grasses, and it has no drift effect on your avocados. Yes, and we also have another product, in case you will still want to digress more, we have another product that is a glyphosate product called Kausha. Yes, you can apply it at the rate of 200 ml per 20 liters or 2 liters per hectare, and you will be good to go.
Fantastic.
Yes.
We are set. I think the avocado farmer is set.
Yes.
They've been guided by Rono in terms of the diseases and the agronomic practices, and you've now guided us about pest management, weed management, and nutrition. Thank you so much, Regina, for being with us today. It's been lovely having this segment with you. I trust that anyone who has wanted to learn about pest management in avocados, you're set.
Yeah, thank you, and you're good to go.
We finally come to the end of this lovely, amazing video on avocado farming. We got to learn so much today. First, from our farmers' point of view, where Getrude was able to engage us on what her experience has been like as far as having an avocado orchard for 6 years, 200 hectares, 50,000 trees. No mean feat right there. Then we moved on to Bwana Rono here, who taught us about disease management, agronomic practices, and hygiene. And then finally, we were able to speak to our agronomist, Regina, who taught us about pest management, nutrition, and weed control. Do you feel like for somebody who is starting out avocado farming, amesotiwa ama hajasotiwa?
Ashasotiwa.
Amesotiwa, si ndio? We have been able to show them everything that they need.
Exactly.
So for a new farmer, they are good to go. For one who is already practicing, but they are feeling like, hey, mazao yangu haitokei venye nataka. Mmewatibu. You've told them what they need to know, right? Thank you so much for being with us, Getrude. Thank you so much. You've been a lovely, lovely host here at your farm. Thank you for having us. Bwana Rono, thank you. Asante kwa kutuhost hapa West of Rift. Wewe ndio uko nyumbani kabisa. Yes. And Regina as well, thank you for being with us today. I trust that if you've watched this video from the beginning up until now, you know everything it takes to be able to attain that 20,000 tons per acre, right? If you follow what we've been taught today, you're able to attain that. Thank you so much for sticking with us from the very beginning to this very end. I've been your host, Mildred Kiarie. Be sure to catch us at the next episode of Kilimo na Kenagro.